What up? What up? What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Real Mojo TV with me, your host, with the most, the Real Mojo. All right, man. Last week was a wild week. Exactly a week ago, the video from a hotel hallway in Los Angeles where Diddy, um, like a gross video, where Diddy was shown abusing his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, right? That video came out on Friday, like 7 days ago, and people got to see what was up. People got to see what he lied about. People got to see what he denied, and we also got to see why he paid her less than 24 hours after she filed that lawsuit against him. So that video showed everything. That video showed everything. Um, since that video, it's been other alleged victims claiming abuse and violence from P Diddy, from Diddy, Love, whoever, whatever you want to call him. A lot of his people that supported him through all that, you know, most notably one of them being Meek Mill, unfollowed him off of social media. Um, like that means something. Like, I don't know, man. I think his apology was more so the fact that we seen it, you know. Now I know people was like, oh, he didn't even apologize to her. He can't mention her name, you know, because of the NDAs that they signed and all that. Because she put out a statement, and if you notice, his name wasn't mentioned. So you know they can't speak each other's names. Um, y'all probably hear my AC in the background. It's getting warm up here, y'all. But yeah, so a lot of stuff done came out with that situation. You know, um, it just shows you, man. You know, because it'd been rumblings for years about how this dude gets down. You know, um, it been rumblings of violence and all that for years. Him allegedly blowing up cars, um, allegedly having meetings with a baseball bat, Steve Style. This has been a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we really didn't. It wasn't no proof. You understand what I'm saying? So you know, it's hard to blame somebody without some proof, or it's hard to make it stick, especially somebody like him. He's charismatic. Um, you know, we thinking like, yo, he do it big for the culture. He you know, he's a part of that Black excellence Illuminati type deal. You know what I'm saying? Um, but you know, now we know who he is for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't only like women. He done got into it with dudes. He done got it. You know what I'm saying? It's just he just um maybe his maybe his upbringing background is just handle stuff with violence. You know what I'm saying? But that video is crazy. That video is crazy. And then the fact that they got together 18 years apart when he was 37 and she was 19. What the fuck do you got in common with a 19-year-old, B? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. What do you got in common with a 19-year-old? At 37, being that seasoned, that well traveled, and you know what I'm saying. You done did a bunch of shit. What dealings would you have with a 19-year-old? That's like bananas. Um, But like I said, is now another young lady, a model, speaking up, alleged victim. You know what I'm saying? You got to say that. But there's another alleged victim speaking up now, saying that she was drugged and you know assaulted. I'm thinking at a party or at one of his residences or something like that, or maybe another hotel. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing too. He got daughters, he got sons, so he probably wasn't doing a lot of this type of shit in front of them. Because there's always some bodyguard or some friend or some assistant or something that catches the shit. Never, and that's a lot of times saying that a lot of times he don't be at home around his kids. You understand what I'm saying? So so that right there, let it be known. All that, oh, I was fucked up, I had to go seek help. Nah, bruh. Because you was smart enough and in your right mind enough to know not to do that shit at the crib, around your kids, around your mother. You understand what I'm saying? So you know better, and he can't be charged for beating up Cassie in the hotel, but it's a couple other things he could be charged with, and hopefully they charge him because we know now, ain't no doubt now. NFL fans like Ray Rice, had somebody said, "Oh, Ray Rice and his wife got into it," we'd have been like, "Oh man," but ain't nobody really would have been thinking about it because he'd have been on the field rushing for 1,000 yards, probably winning Super Bowls with the Baltimore Ravens. But we seen that video when he laid his wife out after she spit on him. After either she spit on him or she hit him, something crazy like that. I think she spit on him, but that don't matter. It don't, like, nowadays. It don't matter. We're to the point now where the person with the fame, the money, the talent, whatever, um, and it's not got nothing to do with Diddy. His shit was just crazy. But like, Ray Rice, and I'm gonna get off that because that ain't what this about. But we to a point now where even the truth is bad. But yeah, but Diddy, man, like, wow, bro, that was, dude. That video made me look at him totally different, bro. Totally different. You know what I'm saying? And now, in other news, similar news, a friend of his or ex-friend of his or whatever, because we saw Joe Budden go in on Diddy um, on his last episode for the video, and a bunch of other stuff. We saw that, and we heard his words, and it made sense, made perfect sense. But then he didn't get a week. He probably got like 17 hours. And his ex, Tahiri Jose, she came out um, guns blazing. Said he choked her, threw her down the stairs, and dragged her back up. Said she had to beg and plead with him to let her out the crib or let her go, whatever. But then there was another one of his other exes. Somebody had brought up how he made her lose the baby, and then the Breakfast Club playing all these kind of interviews and all this stuff. But and a lot of these ain't the first time. That ain't the first time that story. I didn't heard that story. Although I only heard that story from his ex, Tahiri. Still not the first time. That same story's coming out. So, and then somebody had on their Instagram, they had a list of names. They even had his son's mom on there, his younger son's mom on there. You know, so it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. I'm pretty so so she made up to Harry made a post, then Joe made a post. So I'm sure Joe made a long post, um, and I think she made about 2 or maybe 3 posts. But the thing is, this ain't over either. That's gonna keep going too. Um, they they just uh, they just I, I must say wasn't good for each other. You know what I'm saying? They just you know that didn't work, man. Didn't work. Two people, and I believe Joe said he was using at the time, and you know her attitude and she's aggressive too. So you know she's real aggressive. So you know it just wasn't a good deal. It wasn't a good deal. It wasn't a good look, and it was toxic and all that shit. But you know what I'm saying? I don't think probably neither one of them at the time, because they was younger. I don't think either one of them at the time had the wherewithal to get up out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. But you already know it's gonna be more to come, because when you look at what she wrote, all them comments was just going crazy. And then something on his comment, he said that I think it was on the shade that had those posts that she posted in, and he said he tried to post in, but so on his post it said they restricted my post for some strange reason, and it's probably because he don't really mess with them. You know what I'm saying? He says it all the time. He don't mess with them. He don't fool with them. So that's probably why his post was restricted on their platform. So I don't know where he put it out, but I saw it on his Instagram story, because I'm a fan of his pod. I watch his pod religiously. He got a dope pod, dope setup. He's he's a smart business mind. He's a clear business mind now. Back in the day, you know, he said he was on the drugs. He says it all the time, you know, and I ain't giving no excuse, but I'm just saying he says it all the time, and like he talked about, you know, their wild relationship. They was wild. They was wild, and then they had it. They was on camera before anybody was on camera. They was documenting their life, their relationship before anybody was. I think that's where Love and Hip Hop got the concept. You know, and he got a couple seasons out of it. Tahiri got a couple seasons out of it. She's always on a reality show. Um, so you know, but now you know Joe now is just he does the podcasting, the business thing, um, brand building. You know, she does her thing in the public eye. What you call it? Socialite. You know what I'm saying? Influencer, socialite. So so you know they both do anything in the public eye, and now it's about to get messy. I feel like it's about to get messy, because um, I don't think he's gonna take that really sitting down. I don't think he's gonna let that really like rock like that about, you know, all that abuse. So I don't think he's gonna take that with a grain of salt. And he's gonna fire back. And she's gonna keep going. She got a podcast now, so everybody's just gonna be free. Well, everybody's already free to speak their piece now, and hopefully, she let her podcast get off the ground. She don't ruin it like that, and bring down the mood talking about that all the time, because you know it just is what it is. And then his podcast is huge, so it's uneven slander. Don't need no slander at all. I don't think nobody got in trouble for. So at this point, it was so long ago. I would let it go, but she might not choose to let it go, and that's her choice. You know what I'm saying? So, oh snap, yo, I don't know if I told y'all, but your boy hit 10K on Instagram. Slide over to the Instagram, hit the follow button, and let's get that 10K jumping. Let's get that 10K jumping, man. But yeah, so that's where we at with all that drama, all that crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's wild, bro. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. And it's gonna get more wild. It's not over. It ain't over by a long shot. You know what I'm saying? Diddy or Diddy's troubles ain't over, and Joe Budden and his ex Tahiri, they going at it. That ain't over either. So the WNBA is numbers is up, man. Numbers is up. Views is up. Now we can all agree that they have this new crop of young ladies to thank for that. Now a lot of people hating, and then a lot of people is singling out Caitlin Clark, and then those same people ain't giving Angel Reese and the rest of these Cameron Brink, rest of these young ladies, they just do. Right now, Cameron Brink is probably gonna win Defensive Rookie of the Year. I believe if it goes how it's going, Angel Reese will probably win Rookie of the Year. She's already starting. Caitlin, all of them are starting, but Angel Reese is starting. She's producing big. Her team's winning. Knocked off the New York Liberty, who's undefeated, by they New York Liberty putting it on girls, women, and they put it on Indiana, which is where Caitlin Clark is playing. Caitlin Clark she's scoring the basketball. Um, I don't. She's not effective though. She's not being effective. She's just scoring. She's just doing, what she does, what she's always done. But as Cheryl Swoop said, she's doing it against professionals now. You always hear when Shannon Sharp says, in college you're playing against kids like yourself and younger. When you get to the pros, you're playing against people who got mortgages, paying for their kids' college tuition, private schools. You know what I'm saying? So I think in an effort to make their league better, I think all the hate should just drop. They should put what those veterans bring to the table with what these new crop of girls bring to the table together, and I think their league will start being in the plus instead of the negative. The thing is, these young girls now, I know they got the NILs and all that, but that's a good thing because they already come into the league more business minded than these older ladies. Angel Reese already took her girls to several concerts, and she had an interview. She put them all on the stage with her. She puts them all on the stage with her, and they're not even used to the publicity. She's used to publicity. She's used to flying all around. She's been showing pictures of her in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? She's taking her moms to all these countries. Um, so she's used to this, and she's trying to get them used to it. Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but she's a lot more business minded. Well, all of this rookie class right now, they're all more business minded than any other year, and you can tell because they do stuff for business. Now they're in the league. Now other girls are getting shoe deals, commercial deals. You know what I'm saying? All these girls, Kelsey Plum, she run her mouth a lot. Like I'm not a fan of her because of the way she came at Charles Barkley talking about championship. Like his league is trash, but she runs her mouth a lot, and she haven't got no deal, no nothing. She's on the team with the league's best player. So you winning championships off Asia Wilson's dime. Asia Wilson got a Kelsey Plum got a commercial. Asia Wilson got a sneaker. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, those young girls are bringing everything in. Caitlin Clark got a sneaker. Angel Reese got a sneaker. Got a deal with Reebok. Who owns Reebok? Shaquille O'Neal. She's about to make more money than. Listen, let me tell you something. These young girls securing the bag. You think all them broke old ladies, those broke older ladies that gotta go overseas to play, risking your freedom, risking your life over there? You think these young girls are gonna be going overseas? Hell no. Hell no. Because they tied in. They locked in already. They look a lot more feminine, so they getting more brand deals. They carrying themselves different. They getting more brand deals. They calling Caitlin Clark pretty. They saying Caitlin Clark. Take that back. But somebody did say that. But she wasn't known for pretty in college. But now that she's a straight woman in the league, she got more flexibility. She can do more, and it's already happening. You understand what I'm saying? Like this is not a coincidence that these young girls now, the majority of them being more attractive, is the ones bringing the business to the league. All the focus is on them. They doubled the viewership already from last year. They got anticipation, games on TV, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? What was that? Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know, man. It's I feel like, in the grand scheme of things, instead of hating on these young girls, I feel like everybody should go out there and support them. See, they weren't, because see, now it's like, because see, here's their thing. Oh, men should go. Well, not the women playing, but a lot of the female fans and the feminists. Oh, it should be a bunch of men at the games. It should be a bunch. Who? Why? What reason? Before did they have to go to the games? Like, let's be real. They ain't had no reason to go to the games. Now they got reason to go to the games. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna see some good basketball. Like, we gotta be real. Wasn't nobody going to them games before? Wasn't nobody going to watch? No one was going to them games before for the obvious reason. Come on now. Can't be real, then you might as well stay in the red, stay in the negative. If you can't be real. You understand me? So that's that. I want to know y'all feelings on Cameron on CNN. Yo, that was a disaster. People making all these excuses. First of all, dude 48. Dude 48 years old. Just got a big deal. Podcast is dope. Podcast is what it is. That's where you be whatever that was that he was on CNN. And everybody's like, oh, that was a black lady. It don't matter who he did it to. But my thing is, use your intelligence sometimes. Use your intelligence sometimes. Oh, Cam's a good businessman, blah, 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 blah. I didn't see it. Because he could have used that opportunity to get some of them CNN fans to go click the subscribe button. I mean, let me get on CNN. But I'm not, I don't act like King off CNN. So I go on CNN and just be like a regular person, like a regular interview. Might get some, might get some looks, but he would. Oh man, yeah. Did y'all see the young man who killed himself? He was playing with a gun. He was playing with a gun and he put it to his head, and I guess he tapped the trigger. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Um, that was a play stupid game, win stupid prizes, instantaneous. That's crazy. But anyway, man, it's the weekend. How we looking? What's the vibes? What's the vibes, y'all? I'm chilling. What about y'all? I think I'm gonna put this on the. I think I'm gonna put this on the. This is gonna air on the pod on Apple and all that. But yeah, man, that's all. I just, you know, yeah, I guess that's all. I don't really got nothing else that I really got to get off my chest. Talked about Diddy, talked a little bit about Joe Budden and his ex. Um, Celtics are gonna sweep the Indianapolis Pacers. Indiana had the first game, blew that shit, and then last night they just got blew out. But my thing is, not saying that they was gonna win the series, but if you got a game, what better game than still than game one? Had game one stolen and fucked it up. So pretty much now this season's a wrap. And it's looking like it's going to be Kyrie versus the Celtics. But what the NBA is going to push is Luka because of the international, um, international being an international player. They're going to push that. Porzingis, if he come back healthy, just going to further bolster that. You know what I'm saying? But it makes sense though. It's a marketing tool. It's a marketing tool, and they master marketers. That's how come they got the huge TV deals. Those TV deals is expanded overseas. I'm sure they did it first with two Canadian teams. Remember they had Toronto and Vancouver. Now the Grizzlies, Vancouver went down to Memphis. But now with the influx of international players, I think there's two. The two guys this year is gonna be 1 and 2 in the draft. You know what I'm saying? What up? What up? What up in the chat, man? What's good? What's good? Drop something in the chat. Drop a thumbs up, salute, or whatever. But yeah. And you got Wimby this year, and like I said, Porzingis, uh, Gobert, Luca, um, um, Jokic. You know what I'm saying? So the internet, the Giannis, the internet, the Nassus, the Nassus, the Nassus. Yeah, fuck around. But yeah, man. So that's you know bolstering them TV deals, and then you see him dudes now they saying Luca because Jason Taylor gonna get his deal this summer, which is gonna be about 320, 330. Now they saying Luca can get a deal because he'll be up in 2 years or next year. They saying Luca get a deal 308 380 or 350 something like that. 79 million a year, 75 million a year. That's crazy. And then you got Giannis coming up in a couple years. Maybe Ja. and maybe a strong maybe. This is a possible. This is, well, matter of fact, a week maybe. Uh, Zion Williamson, because he can't stay healthy. But here's the thing. Check this out. Wemby, Victor Wembanyama, Yana, whatever. When his shit come up, him and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, maybe Jalen Green, but when Wemby's turn come and Shea's turn come, bro, them contracts are gonna be like $400 million or more, 450, because Wemby's young. This is only his rookie year. So when this shit come up, it's gonna be like 400 million, 450, because he does it all at a high level. Ant-Man coming up again in a few years, like, who I think is gonna be the face of the league. Ja is gonna be on that league poster as the face of the league. Zion, if he get his shit together, Wemby, you know what I'm saying? Like Jason Tatum, like Luka. I don't know, man. The NBA is about to be handing out some heavy dollars. Heavy dollars. But the thing is, due to the contracts, they playing these guys' games over in Europe and all that. They are broadcasting those games in Europe. The Olympic team is drawing, eyes. They're gonna be able to put a lot of money into this thing. They're gonna be able to put a lot of money into this thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and then what if Luka win the championship? It's over. Luka win, it's over. Porzingis, it's over. Gobert, you got 3 European dudes in the conference finals right now. So 9 times out of 10, it's a 75% chance right now. 75% chance you're gonna have a European dude hoisting up a trophy. Jokic hoisted one last year. So they're taking over. They're taking over. And they best ones is coming over here getting this money. These kids better learn how to play ball the right way. Put the athleticism second. Gain some skill and put that shit first. Because you ain't gonna see no more LeBron James for a while. Well, you got Big Dog Williamson right now, but he can't stay healthy because he's too heavy. He's too big and strong. So you ain't gonna see nobody like LeBron, Carmelo. Carmelo is more skilled in athleticism. Ja, but you ain't gonna see that a lot. What y'all got going on this weekend? But have fun, be safe, and it's gonna be long because it's a long weekend, y'all. Peace out. It's your boy, the Real Mojo, signing off, man. All right, man, I'm out of here.